Today's show brought to you by Henderson's Hearth, classic Celtic cooking for today's on-the-go schedule. Find them at hendersonshearth.com and at the Louisiana Renaissance Festival weekends through December 13th. Thanks for supporting the show. And now, let's roll that beautiful bean footage. Hello, my friends. Welcome to another Shakespeare's Coffee Break. I'm your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare, and I'm on my coffee break. My hair's doing a weird thing right now. I have no idea what's going on. But let's start things off with a nice, noisy slurp, shall we? That is just good internet audio. I don't care who you are. Oh! It is Thanksgiving week. Oh, it's the week built around food. Oh my God, how great is that? Yesterday we had an amazing roundtable conversation about why we do Renaissance festivals and fairs, and that's going to become a recurring thing here on Shakespeare's Coffee Break. About once a month we're going to be bringing those wonderful panelists in, and I'm thinking it would be a wonderful Monday feature to have Monday panels, Tuesday Hallmark Christmas movies, Wednesdays, whatever the hell I do. Thursdays, maybe I just talk about nerdy things. And then Friday, of course, we do Shakespeare reviews and the Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour. But just a wonderful time to be here, a wonderful day to be alive. And thank all of you for sharing it with me. Today, of course, we are going to be bringing in Fraulein Elsa once again for Fraulein Elsa's Hallmark Christmas Movie Corner. I'm trying to find ways to make that name longer every single time we do the segment. It started off as just one bit, and now it's like, no, let's do this every week. Let's just take over the show. It was originally just gonna be a 10-minute bit as part of a show. We're just gonna roll a beautiful bean footage, but it's an every week occurrence now. It's its own episode. Thanks once again, of course, to the Jackdaws for providing this beautiful theme music. Shakespeare approves of this theme song, and let's start this show properly. Let's bring up Fraulein Elsa's banner. Oh, look at that. And let's bring Fraulein Elsa herself in. Fraulein Elsa from Chaste. Treasure. Oh,
mein Freund.
Oh, that is a smaller Christmas tree than you've had the previous 2 weeks.
It is a smaller Christmas tree. This is my little Southwest Christmas tree. You notice my little cactus, my succulent, and all of those things. This is my Southwest corner. Since I spent several Christmases in Arizona, I devoted this just to Southwest.
I love it. I love it. It's wonderful. I enjoy that we call this Elsa's Christmas Corner or Hallmark Corner. Hallmark Christmas Movie Corner, whatever. It's a corner because you are also in a corner every single time we do this.
So far, so good. Yes, I am in a corner. One of these days, I will come against a flat wall and you'll be very confused.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be amazing, and I'm just going to not know what's going on. Or you're just going to be in a wide open space or in Rockefeller Center.
I should go to Rockefeller Center in front of that.
No, you shouldn't.
Tree.
There's a pandemic on.
But there's an owl in the tree. I should
not anymore. The owl's been removed.
Oh, that makes me very disappointed.
The owl has been removed and moved back here. By the way, the tree came from half an hour down the road from me.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, from Oneonta.
Did you know the tree personally? Had you gone up to it and hugged it?
No, but the thing is, when they were showing the pictures, I'm like, I know exactly what that tree is.
Well, buzz. It's not there anymore.
Well, yeah. But it was absolutely fun. And then all the dumb people on the internet hating on the Rockefeller tree, they say, oh no, this tree looks like 2020, because they remove the bottom portions, and quite often, not always, but quite often, they have to take the tree down in parts.
Mm-hmm.
And then they put it physically back together again once it gets to Rockefeller. Often it's on multiple flatbeds. In order to get there, it's quite the undertaking, and Rockefeller finally started hitting back at the haters.
Oh, like, really?
This is how it happens. Here's last year. Here's the year before. Here's 1920. Shut up. It's just like it's amazing.
Just figured that, for example, when I have gotten actual Christmas trees, like actual trees versus the artificial trees I have in the home right now, they tie them up, and it takes a little while for it to fall back down into its actual shape.
So years ago, I was doing work in New York City. I'm like, oh, I have time to go see the Rockefeller tree, and I went, and it wasn't anywhere close to being tree lighting day. And I'm seeing people up on those big cherry pickers fluffing out the tree.
How they have fluffers.
I mean, like the way you would fluff out your own Christmas tree, even if it's not artificial, you got to fluff it out. But just seeing people, multiple cherry pickers up, workers just fluffing up the tree boughs, and it's just like, come on, this is how it happens. It is a time-consuming process.
I don't think anybody has ever had the time to actually focus on the actual process, though. They just see the final product, and they haven't bothered to look at the process along the way.
Indeed.
And now we just have more time because we're all at home staring at our screen.
And we're all apparently instant experts of like, oh no, that's terrible. It's like, shut up. It's not done, Cletus. Go back and sit in your mother's basement and shut your face.
But Herr Shakespeare, we actually are experts, you and I.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, I'm wearing a Christmas jumper.
It is a beautiful jumper indeed.
It's just enjoy it. It's like, how weird can I make the outfit? I mean, and the thing is, even though I'm wearing, one of my actual, performance shirts, lacy collar, etc., with the jumper on, it doesn't look that weird.
No, it doesn't.
It's just like, oh, I'm like, oh, it's gonna look great.
The jacket on top of the jumper is an interesting choice of pattern mixing.
Well, it's just simply so. It's just like, oh, come on, let's go very Shakespeare, very Christmas. And it's like, I feel like in order to make it really pop, I'm going to need to get an ugly Christmas jumper in here, just like a Santa face or something.
Mayhaps the next episode, instead of wearing my traditional gown, I will wear an ugly Christmas jumper.
Ooh.
I have one. I'm going to be pulling it out actually this week to record for our Ladies Unlaced Christmas special.
Oh, yes. I'm quite excited about that. That is going to be a very good time indeed.
Yes, I've started editing all the videos together this week.
Well, I'm very excited. I'm very excited for that. Why won't this thing shut up? I was trying to open up the schedule on the Hallmark Channel's website, and they started a video playing, and I couldn't get the video to mute.
Well, it just wants you to watch it. Is it an advertisement for another film, I'm assuming?
I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. I think it was for McCormick Spices.
To make your Christmas or your Thanksgiving ham. That's what they've been advertising.
Maybe, yeah. But I jokes on them. I don't eat ham. I'm a vegetarian.
Oh, Herr Shakespeare, do you do a tofurkey for Thanksgiving?
No. We are actually doing the Organic Field Roast brand, their holiday roast, and that is what we are doing. But yeah,
what exactly is that?
Organic Field Roast is just another vegetarian substitute brand. Quite wonderful, by the way. Very little in the way of ingredients. So not like crazy preservatives and all the nonsense. It is just it's very good company that I'm happy to eat their products all the time. They make wonderful sausages, by the way, and every vegetarian meat or cheese substitute company, everybody does at least one product well, and like it's like, oh, they've introduced something else. It's like, is it going to be okay? But everybody does something really well.
I found, although I am an omnivore, I do try to work more vegetables into my diet. And I found that Tofuti, if you remember that brand,
I
don't know, are they still around? They used to make an annual crepe, like a blintz, and it was filled with a tofu-based cheese.
Ooh.
And it actually tasted like cream cheese.
Oh yeah, and there are several outfits that make really good vegetarian cream cheese.
I've tried a few that I have been less than pleased with, but that tofuti blintz, my mother makes for Christmas morning. We have a dish called Kom morgen wieder, which literally means come morning again. And it is a cheese-filled blintz, typically made with farmer's cheese and cream cheese mixed together to get this extra creamy texture. And the tofuti tasted just like my mother's blintzes.
That makes me very happy to hear. I highly recommend VioLife. Again, none of these are None of these are advertisements. And you know what? Via Life, Field Tofurkey. If you would like to sponsor Shakespeare's Coffee Break and Fraulein Elsa's Hallmark Movie Christmas Corner, just drop me an email, shakespeare@shakespeareapproves.com. There you go. All right, so we'll talk. It'll be a good time. It'll be a really good time. So, Fraulein Elsa, this is a week of 9 days in a row of original Hallmark movies, and we are only on day 4 today. So,
I am terribly excited, and I also have been a little bit remiss this weekend. I was unable to watch all of the new ones this weekend.
So I am not watching the movies and mysteries. I'm only watching Hallmark Prime.
Okay. The original.
The OG. And out of the weekend's offerings, I have mixed reviews.
As do I.
Yeah.
The one that I saw, I was looking forward to considerably. And I have to say that I kind of felt a little let down.
Was that be the Christmas House?
No,
I'm sorry. The Christmas Halls.
9, it was the Nashville Christmas Carol.
Oh my God, I thought that one was adorbs.
I felt it moved very slowly.
I felt it followed the pattern of Hallmark movies perfectly. It's like, this artificially raised the stakes. Oh, and we're fixed.
But we didn't even get Christmas Future.
I know, but they explained it. Like, no, there's no Christmas future. The future is what we make of it. And I'm like, no, because they brought back Winona Judd. She was Jacob Marley and also Christmas Future, and it worked beautifully. And Kimberly Williams Paisley gets top billing, and just like, oh yeah, I'm in it for 5 minutes,
wearing a beautiful red gown. Here I am.
And then she's in
pretty.
And then she's in this real flirty little like elf Santa number, and I'm just like, oh, okay, cute. And she's gonna be doing stuff. Nope. And it's just like, oh, all right. This is going in different direction. They gave Pat the what happened there? What? Don't touch things. They gave Pat the Spirit of Christmas Past 1,005 minutes of screen time. Kimberly Williams Paisley, Spirit of Christmas freaking Present. Yeah, hey, what's up?
And Winona Judd barely in it as well.
I know. It's just like
it's the beginning and the end, but it's like there you go.
But that all being said, I thought it was adorable. I liked it.
It was cute. It just wasn't. It wasn't at the level that I had built it up to be.
All right, very good.
I was expecting a little more.
That is how I felt about the Christmas House.
Oh goodness! And I haven't seen the Christmas House. I missed it because I had a friend who had a 40th birthday celebration via Zoom, and so I was not able to watch it that day. So I'm kind of waiting for it to re-air.
2 weeks from today is my 40th birthday, and on December 8th, people, Shakespeare likes stuff. Just putting that out there.
You'll have to give me your address at the end of this. Since I am attending your birthday party.
No, I don't. Because see, I like telling people I want things, and then as soon as they're like, "Oh, okay, cool. Where do I send?" I'm like, "Oh no, you don't got to send me things."
You don't get to know where I live.
No. It's not even that. It's more of like, oh, great. What do you like? It's like, really? No. Like, I like being an ass. Well, my camera's moving.
You're touching things now.
No. I'm moving the floor just by existing. I like being an ass and be like, oh yeah, you should get me that. And then when they say, okay, I'm like, oh. And see, that is called raised Catholic guilt.
I understand.
Yep. I'm a ham and I'm an ass, but then you're like, oh yeah, you can have this. It's like, no, I can't. Nope,
not allowed.
Sorry.
I am not good enough. I am not worthy. Let me go to confession now for even having asked. Yes.
Exactly. And then the Jewish side of our family, exact same thing.
So of course. It's actually, I think it's just very old world in general, whether it's Catholic or Jewish or Luther. It doesn't really matter. It's old like, world guilt.
Sorry. I mean, the only way for it to be worse is if I was actually Anglican. And then be like, because if I was actually Anglican, Church of England, for those of you playing at home, and an
English, like myself, actually.
And yeah, there you go. And thus from the UK, and it's just like, oh, hello, yes, we are sorry for that whole empire thing. I personally, even though I have nothing to do with it, and we have been out of the empire business for generations, I, as an Englishman, am sorry. Thank you. I'm just going to go over here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to step over here.
Herr Shakespeare.
Sorry,
now it really is Fraulein Elsa's Christmas Corner. Welcome, my friend. Shakespeare, come home. Please.
No, it's your show now.
Fine. Okay, I'll take over for a moment then. Hello, friends. Welcome to Fraulein Elsa's Hallmark Christmas Corner, sponsored by Shakespeare Approves, but not by Tofurkey or Balsam Hill. Balsam Hill, if you're watching, we would gladly take your Christmas trees and put them in my corner.
That was fantastic. You are a pro at this. I love it.
It's like I do it every other week and every week with you now.
Brilliant. I love it. Oh, yes. Real quick. Sally says, jumper equals sweater? Yes.
It is a British version.
Yeah. You did not see The Christmas House yet?
I did
with
not.
Treat Williams and Sharon Lawrence.
What disappointed you? I was so looking forward to that film.
It was melodramatic, and not in a normal Hallmark Christmas movie way, but almost like in the movies and mysteries ways of like, oh no, it's really sad. So, for instance, and this is giving very little away. So some slight like we talk spoilers all the time. So, do you mind?
I don't mind.
All right.
I have a general idea of what the plot is already.
All right. So, Mom and Dad, Treat Williams and Sharon Lawrence, who are in the late 50s, early 60s, they are retired and say, oh, yeah, come on home. We're going to do up the house one final time as the Christmas house because we're going to move. And then the oldest son goes, and you can see this in the commercials. Yes, you're moving? You're selling the house? But this is our childhood house. It's overly dramatic, and they play the dramatic music with it. And meanwhile, I'm watching the commercials. I'm like, that's the plot point that this is going to hinge on? Really?
Well, it's like that Alicia Witt movie from last year, but keep going.
And the answer is partly.
Oh.
I know. And so it's so much false stakes in this movie. I'm like, oh, just get on with it, because false stakes are fine if you build emotional intent with it. But come on. Anyway, so his brother in the film,
Jonathan,
who, by the way, is going through an adoption saga.
Yes.
Of he and his husband adopting a baby child.
A baby child versus a child or an adult child.
Exactly. My adult children? No. Why would you adopt them? No. They're fine. No. Getting a baby child, they're going through their own saga, and they're hoping next year it's going to be great. And it's going to be the three of us as a family making Christmas. Hooray, whatever. I don't care. Because that should be the more compelling story.
Yes. Oh. I had such high hopes.
So boring, so dull. Sharon Lawrence is retired, recently retired from being a teacher and a school principal, and she's been retired all year, and she hates it, and she's lashing out at Treat Williams. She goes, oh, you should you're going to make the invitations to the party because, oh, you've been going around all the time. And she's like, oh, is he cheating on her? That's different for a Hallmark movie. Again, no, she's lashing out. But because, and he doesn't want to sell the house, she does want to sell the house, but they're going to go and move into different apartments after this because it's just like, dude, you just need to talk to each other, possibly see therapy, and maybe take like a Lexapro or something. I mean, like,
favorite.
Not in consultation from Shakespeare. I'm not a prescriber, but I can encourage you to seek mental health. Now, mental health help. There you go. It's just like, but his brother, is like, yeah, this was my childhood home too. Mom and Dad are downsizing. It happens when your adult children do not live with you anymore. It happens all the time. Relatively few people hold on to the house that they raised the kids in. They're like, you know what? It's too big. I don't want it. Or I want something better. Or sometimes bigger, sometimes smaller. It's just, I don't want to mow the lawn.
Offer it up to the children to purchase. Did that happen? Did the children purchase the home?
You know what? I turned it off because I was bored.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Hallmark movies, usually at worst, I'm like, oh, come on. And I have a good time. And I'm playing bingo. I was bored to the point that, because I didn't get to watch Nashville Christmas on Saturday night. I was doing an online reading with Zenith Players. We went and watched Nashville Christmas. We got about an hour in, and I'm like, this is going nowhere. I'm bored. And everyone is whiny, and Treat Williams isn't acting. He's just being very, oh, well, I'm just trying to make everyone happy. And it's just like, and Sharon Lawrence was, all the time. And it's just like, oh my God. And then they kept playing the goofy music in the background. And it's just like, oh my God.
It sounds more like a Lifetime film than
it really was. It really was. And it's just like, this was just cast-wise, a very expensive movie for you, Hallmark. And you can entirely miss the mark. So,
well, and not just expensive, but it was supposed to be a game changer because it was the first gay couple that was featured in a Hallmark film. After the debacle last year of starting the commercials featuring gay couples and then revoking them because of 1 million moms and all of those things, they were bringing this diversity to their station by bringing in a gay couple. And what you're saying is that it didn't even have that kind of.
No, they were purely background. I mean, and it was fine. They had a couple of on-screen smooches, and it was fine because it was the exact same as you see on any Hallmark movie when there's a kiss. And it's just like, all right, whatever.
I thought it was supposed to be that they were supposed to be the primary couple as well.
No, they weren't. The primary couple.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, no, go ahead, please.
I was going to say, why didn't Christmas with the Darlings get the same kind of exposure then? Because there was the secondary lesbian couple in that movie.
I don't know. I didn't actually get to see Christmas with the Darlings yet. That's going to have to be later in the run. So I don't know. It was the second son. So the one who he and his husband are adopting. They were the tertiary relationship. The primary relationship was the eldest son who was on Handsome Justice. That was all of that stuff was hilarious, by the way.
That's what you texted me about. I was like, what is Handsome Justice?
Oh yeah, Handsome Justice. Handsome Justice. It's just like, he's a handsome lawyer. And
it's just like a reality television show?
No, it's Law and Order or Boston Legal, whatever. But they're calling it Handsome Justice, and he ends the episode going, ding! And it's just so stupid.
The orbits, light. Orbits.
Exactly.
If you would like to sponsor an episode of Shakespeare's
Hey, Orbits. Hey, Orbits. Ding! So, there we go. Fabulous. I can be English and say fabulous. Fabulous. Dirty mouth.
Fabulous.
Oh, no, you made it saucy being on Chairman.
Shakespeare, you should know by now that anytime you have me on, there's going to be a little bit of sauce.
Yeah, we have it. No,
you don't know what's in this mug.
Yeah. So his relationship with his high school almost sweetheart from childhood and high school, she moved in, like she's next door, and she's also his parents' realtor, etc. And she has a kid, and she's a divorcee, etc. That was watching paint dry. I mean, the only relationship worth any screen time was given the least of it. And what's the issue with the parents? Why are they hating each other? They're not. She's not happy, but not communicating. And it's just like, oh my God. I mean, and she's blaming him from doing no emotional work, but she's also completely incommunicado. And it's just like, oh my God, people, this would be solved with our conversation. Singular. Oh my God. And,
well, that is quite common in Hallmark films.
But it was so boring the way they were doing it. And it was, looks and flashbacks. The flashbacks were cute. I liked the flashback sequences. But people are saying so. Rachel says, wish the second son's plotline was bigger. Indeed, you are correct, Rachel. Adam says the only reason to adopt adult children is Batman. You are also absolutely correct. If you want to raise the boy wonder, be Batman. Also a billionaire. That's helpful.
I was going to say, if Batman would like to adopt me,
I am available.
Exactly. 100% available to be adopted by a billionaire with a secret hidden cave where he keeps his amazing cars.
Listen, I don't even need the amazing cars. I'm just like, cool. Like, I will cut ties with my parents, and I love my parents.
Exactly.
But I will cut ties with them. So basically, you're a crazy billionaire. You want to adopt me? You want to adopt me and take over Shakespeare's coffee break? You go right ahead, crazy billionaire. Just email me. Send an email to
Shakespeare at ShakespeareApproves.com.
Right there. There you go. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do, crazy billionaire. All right. Fraulein Elsa and I, we are available.
Available for adoption.
There you go. We will cut ties with our parents for you. We are terrible people. Or just terrible adult children. And then Rachel says, what was with the magician subplot? Why? Oh yeah.
Magician subplot?
Oh yeah, there's a stupid magician subplot, which was more compelling than any of the relationships. The 10-year-old kid who is not ever his girlfriend, just his friend, he friend zoned himself, and he's like, it's almost going into that friend zone, like, ooh, slightly creepy place. It's like, oh no, you shouldn't be doing that. Never quite gets there, thank God. But it's like, oh, her kid, he's intrigued about being a magician, and and the guy, Handsome Justice, used to be like he was getting pretty good as an amateur magician when he was a kid, and all that. And I'm just like, oh, okay, let's teach him how to be a magician and perform on Christmas Eve. All right, and it's just like, oh my God, it is not good. And generally speaking, in a TV show or a movie or whatever, the more plot lines you have, the worse it is. Sometimes that's not true. Like, sometimes you just have a lot of really good characters and you're giving everybody, screen time. But oh my God.
Well, like, did you ever watch The West Wing?
Yeah, love it. Love West Wing.
Typically, there were 2 or 3 plot lines at most per episode. Typically 3, occasionally 2.
You have your A plot, your B plot, and your C runner.
And that's for an hour-long episode.
Yeah.
But for a 2-hour-long television movie.
No. Speaking of, do I like the West Wing? Bum 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 bum.
Oh my goodness.
Bum 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 ba da da. Years ago, for Christmas, my sister gave me the complete West Wing box set. Came out, I think, about a year after the series ended. So it's all 7 seasons, and they're in little file folders. Yeah, it's ultra adorbs. And it also includes the pilot episode script. Yeah.
We're going completely off topic, which is absolutely normal for us.
What we do.
Did you watch the HBO live, well, it wasn't live, but the staged reading?
No, because I don't have HBO.
Well, I purchased for 1 month the HBO Max just so that I could watch it. I figured it was as much as I would pay to go see a movie, and I would get a couple movies out of it for a month. So I was like, 1 month so that I can watch this. And I actually haven't watched the whole thing yet. I got so caught up in the election itself that to watch the episode of Hartsfield's Landing that they were doing a staged reading of became secondary to the actual drama that was occurring in the world.
Yeah. I am looking forward to it. A friend, upon me saying in a Facebook conversation, he's like, "Oh, you gotta watch this Christmas movie." I'm like, "Oh, it's on HBO Max." I'm like, "I don't have HBO," and he just sends me his login information. He goes, "You have to watch this." And I'm like, "You just sent me your login information, dude." And he goes, "It's that good of a movie." And I'm like, okay, do you need me to pay you money? And he goes, no. He's like, I can watch it on like 3 or 4 screens or whatever, or something like that. And he goes, and so yours is going to be one of the screens. And I'm like, oh thanks. And he just says,
a true friend.
And he says, Merry Christmas and happy early birthday. I was like, thanks. So,
see, you got things. You asked for things and you got things.
Well, in that case, I didn't ask for anything. I just said, oh yeah, I haven't seen it. I don't have HBO. So it was like, oh, cool, neat. So I will watch the West Wing special with Sterling K. Brown as Leo McGarry, which, by the way, internet, you can't, internet, come here, internet, you and me, internet. This is true. We're gonna go here. Internet, hi, friend Will Shakespeare here. Internet, you can't be both a West Wing fan and a flaming racist. All right. Same like with Star Trek and racism. No, they don't go. Do you ever watch the show? No. Yeah. So yeah, no. Thanks.
Was there a lot of backlash? I don't pay attention.
Oh my God, yeah. All I knew, I'm just gonna put this back over here. All I knew about it was that Sterling K. Brown was going to be doing the part of Leo McGarry because, you know, John Spencer
had passed, yes.
And they made it a major plot point in season 7. And
well, they had to.
I know, but so John Spencer dies. We're going to be doing a reading. We're replacing Leo. All right, that's what you do. You get Sterling K. Brown, fantastic actor, well done. And it's like, no! It's like, oh my God. Can you not?
Well, they actually would rather have us, raised Leo from the dead as a zombie.
Yeah. Let's do some necromancy. It's just like, can you not? No. All right. Going into some comments here. Adam Gentry says he feels like the more plot lines you have, the more they need to engage the same general themes and issues as a way of making them feel less like distinct threads. Exactly correct. And even if they start off as feeling as specific things, you find a way to tie them all together, which the Christmas House did not do. Stephanie says, "Oh, I love the doublet over the ugly Christmas jumper." This is just nice. It
isn't an ugly Christmas jumper.
It's just a Christmas jumper. It's a winter jumper. It doesn't even have a Christmas theme technically.
It's very Norse.
Now, thank you. And she says, if I still have it, she goes, if you still have it, check out the Fresh Prince reunion.
I've also heard about that last night. I do still have it for another 2 weeks. So.
All right, so you're gonna chill out nice and max out all cool.
Oh yes, playing some b-ball outside of school.
But maybe you shouldn't go to a school because you don't have a child at that school. So.
And I don't want to catch COVID.
All of these are valid points. Wait until the kids are released for the break, and then go.
Actually, that is what I was doing all through quarantine. There's an elementary school just down the street with a track, and I was like, well, there are no children here. The school's closed. I can walk the track over and over and over again.
I like it. Stephanie, by the way, is she saying she would comment on West Wing, but she has yet to watch the series herself. Stephanie. COVID is real. Apocalypse is real. Quarantine is real. Do yourself a favor and watch all 7 seasons of The West Wing right now. We'll wait.
Actually, don't watch all 7 at this moment. Just go and watch the Christmas episodes.
Oh yeah, the first one. Oh my God, the first one. No,
won the Emmy for Toby. For
Grumpy Toby Face, and then the second one wins the Toby for Josh. Yeah.
But that was which one was that?
That's the one where Yo-Yo Ma is playing.
Yes.
And Josh is
he's having the reaction, the post-traumatic stress stuff.
Yep. Amazing episodes.
And the music is just exquisite in those episodes.
Snuffy
Walden.
Snuffy Walden's music. And then Yo-Yo Ma for the second Christmas episode. Hello.
Apparently, I was recently listening to the West Wing Weekly.
I love that show.
Podcast, and
keep talking.
They were talking about Josh Molina, or it wasn't Josh Molina. It was Yo-Yo Ma, and how he came with his actual Stradivarius to the set, and let people play it.
Yeah, His 300-year-old Stradivarius. By the way, speaking of West Wing Weekly, here is a piece of West Wing Weekly swag I have. It is the lapel pin. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Nope.
It is out of focus, just like VR.
Yeah, there you go. But it says, "What's next?"
That is amazing.
Yeah. I also have the Francis Scott Key.
Okay, now you can't do that without showing me the Francis Scott Key.
Oh, I don't know where it is at this moment. Otherwise, I would show you. I'll show you in another episode. Remind me. But
what was her name? The Daughters of the American Revolution woman that received the Francis Scott Key.
Oh, she had a completely ridiculous name. I'm Marion Coatsworth. Hey,
Marion Coatsworth. Hey.
Oh my God! And CJ losing it, and then Amy thinking. Amy says, "Am I getting punked?" It's so good.
We have totally become off topic yet again.
You know what we're gonna do? You know what we should do? Since West Wing Weekly wrapped a year ago, what you and I should do once we're out of Hallmark Christmas movie season, we should do the West Wing Weekly. So we will not review
the West Wing Weekly.
We won't review the West Wing. We'll review the West Wing Weekly.
Do you think we could get Josh Molina to come join us at some point?
Yeah, he's bored. I think we could also. I think we might possibly get Rishikesh, and then they could get other guests for us.
As long as I could meet Janelle Maloney.
I met Brad Whitford 12 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. When I was much younger and much fatter, I met Bradley. I was very. I will find the photo and I will post it. Of me, he's signing my playbill for Boeing, a wonderful play he was in with Mark Rylance and Christine Baranski and two other West Wing actresses, by the way, Mary McDonald and Catherine Hahn.
Really?
Catherine Hahn. Oh my God. Amazing. Oh, and then also Gina Gershon was in it too. Yep.
I'm assuming this was on Broadway in New York.
Yeah, this was it's a Broadway farce, and it's wonderful. Absolute wonderful farce. But I stood outside the stage door, got pictures with Christine Baranski, Mark Rylance, and Bradley Whitford.
My goodness.
And the picture of and we're both making the same face for the photo of me and Bradley Whitford, and I am so fat. I am so fat. Oh my God.
I can't imagine you.
I have jowls. I'm that fat in that picture. It's like, and I look very young and very fat. And
well, that was before you started running half marathons during Corona time.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. I'm 27 and fat. And it was, 2 years after the show had wrapped. So Bradley Whitford was not yet a silver fox.
You know, it is hard to believe that the show was running in 1999. Yes. It's been over 20 years since West Wing premiered.
Yep. And it's been coming up on the 15th anniversary of it ending.
That it's just mind-boggling
to
me, right? Because it still seems so present. It seems so relevant, and there's still things that happen, and you're like, Aaron Sorkin predicted this.
But not even so much Aaron Sorkin predicted. And by the way, we're now on Lady Elsa's West Wing corner. It's not even so much Aaron Sorkin predicted it. It's just so little has changed in 20 years. Yeah.
So good and not so good.
Yeah. In some ways, you're like, some things are hilarious. Josh dealing with the internet. It's hilarious. In the early days, the internet people are angry at him. But oh goodness.
The lemon lyman.
JoshLemonLyman.com.
Yes.
Adam says tangents for the win.
But speaking of which, perhaps to get back on focus, don't we have to do a commercial break at some point?
You know what? We will. You know what? That is a brilliant point. Thank you so very much Fraulein Elsa, because Shakespeare's Coffee Break is made possible by some wonderful sponsors and also by viewers like you. So, first sponsor we're going to thank is Hill Storage and Rigging Company. Hill Storage and Rigging Company, no job too large or too small. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing your equipment is in skilled and experienced hands with services from their machine movers and erectors in Middletown, Pennsylvania. Established in 1967, Hill Storage and Rigging Company is a family-owned and operated full-service millwright, serving industries in the Mid-Atlantic states and beyond. They are women-owned small business with hours of operation of Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and weekends by appointment only. Call them at 717-944-7676 and visit them online at hillrigging.com. Hill Storage and Rigging Company, no job too large or too small. Also, the show is brought to you by renfest.org. Renfest.org is your online directory of Renaissance festivals, vendors, and entertainers, and their goal is to drive more traffic to the site, online stores, and social media of those organizations and artisans, and to also promote the idea of the hashtag Renfest at home to encourage patronage whilst fairs are closed and support other initiatives such as digital Ren fairs and the Rescue Foundation, which benefits this community. To learn more, go to renfest.org. Renfest.org, it is in the name. Henderson's Hearth, I'd like to thank them for becoming a sponsor in the month of November. Henderson's Hearth is classic Celtic cooking for today's on-the-go schedule. They strive to provide healthy, easy, and delicious products steeped in Scottish heritage. Their ingredients are either grown by them or acquired locally in the Louisiana region to ensure quality and freshness. Each product is made in small batches so they can ensure that your mix will exceed your expectations. Shop at hendersonshearth.com and follow them on Instagram at Henderson's Hearth. Visit them at the Louisiana Renaissance Festival weekends going through December 13th, COVID permitting. Tell them that Shakespeare sent you. And speaking of Henderson's Hearth, look at some of these ones. Here's how the products come. Yeah, they come in these wonderful bags. So
I have been wanting to try the jams.
Oh, the jams are fantastic. Oh my God, you absolutely have to. But this is the Henderson soup mix. All of those soup mixes are vegan. Yes, dairy-free, meat-free, meat product-free. So vegetarians can eat them. Meat eaters can eat them. The Irish bread mix is, oh my God, fantastic. And because it is the holidays, Amy sent along this little sachet of mulled spiced cider. Oh yeah, this is good. This is legit. So you got to get that. Henderson's Hearth. Tell them Shakespeare sent you. hendersonshearth.com. And the Daily Brew, a 365-day guided journal. Now, have you ever tried starting a journal but didn't know what to write and so you gave up? Or did you ever want to keep a journal but didn't know even how to start it? Well, the Daily Brew Journal might be just the thing for you. Now, the authors, who are clinical mental health counselors, have painstakingly created a 365-day template for writing about your thoughts and feelings, as well as a nice mix of active hands-on exercises to keep it interesting and to help you avoid journal fatigue. Now, studies have shown that regular journaling leads to increased emotional intelligence, creativity, and confidence, with gains in both short and long-term memory, and it helps with impulse control and problem solving. Now, when you buy it, you're also doing a good deed, because every purchase of the Daily Brew Journal allows the authors to give away more copies of the journal to college students seeking therapy, college students in need. You can buy it at various online stores, including Target, Barnes & Noble, Abe Books, and Amazon. So find a comfy chair, grab your favorite hot beverage, a good pen, and start journaling. I'm going to cough. Excuse me one moment. While I do so, I'm going to hit, where'd the button go? I'm going to hit the mute button right now.
Good job coughing into your elbow.
Thank you. I cough into the elbow. I hit the mute button. No one's ears get blown out. Continuing with the ads. Dandy Folk, bits and baubles for the sharp and snazzy. Oh my goodness gracious. Now you need to go peruse the ever-expanding collection of accessories, which include reversible venture hoods, scarves, masks, and more to get you through the season in style. Now, their cotton masks are hand and machine washable with sewn-in polypropylene filters, built-in stainless steel nose bridges, and a comfortable woven elastic. And the 3D shape of the new masks provides more breathing space betwixt your face and your mouth, between your mouth and nose, your face, and the fabric. and offering a good seal across the nose and under the chin. So they added in this extra part here and this part here. So it'll fit over you. Oh, goodness gracious. It'll fit over you like that. You can also get an additional silicone mask to go over your mask, over your nose and mouth, in between the mask. Give you a little bit extra breathing space if you are a lipstick wearer. Keeps it from getting smudged. If you need to project for a living, like me, it allows you to sing and speak without sounding as muffled. And you can save $5 off of your order by using my special code, DeathByFluffyKittens, to save $5 off of your order of $50 or more. So go to Etsy, dandyfolk.etsy.com. Tell them Shakespeare sent you. Use my code. Thank you to Dandyfolk for being a sponsor. And finally, Ren Pops. Get your pop of your favorite Renaissance Festival performers, including Paolo Garbanzo, Lynx, Kim, the Acrobatics, Washington Wenches, Aaron Bonk, Brune, and your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. Prices start at $10, and you can find out more at OMG_RenPops on Instagram and go to renpops.com. And if you would like to become a sponsor of Shakespeare's Coffee Break, simply drop me an email to shakespeare@shakespeareapproves.com. Also, while you're doing that, go follow the show on Facebook, facebook.com/Shakespeare's Coffee Break. Go follow the main page, Shakespeare Approves. Also on Twitter, Instagram, and hit that like and subscribe on YouTube. And where did that button go? That is right there. And since I'm asking you to like and subscribe to different things, also go like and subscribe to my friends, the Zenith Players. Go find them on Facebook, facebook.com/Zenith Players. And now let's come back to Fraulein Elsa with the Hallmark Christmas Movie Corner, where we are talking about the West Wing.
I was trying to get us back on topic there, Sir Shakespeare. I wanted to bring up this coming weekend's selections. Actually, starting with tonight. Tonight is A Christmas Tree Grows in Colorado.
Ooh.
And this one is exciting to me because there's a fireman in it.
Oh, so you're into the fire? You're into the firefighters?
Well, you know, they have the long hoses. Let's just leave it at that. They can put out all the fires.
Sweet baby Yoda.
Yes, but firefighter Kevin is the only thing standing in Aaron's way of planning the best Christmas celebration ever.
That's probably breaking fire code.
It is exactly what it is, except it looks like she also wants to take a tree out of his yard. A spruce tree, very much like the Rockefeller Center tree.
Yeah, except if it's his, it's like, hey, no, don't touch my tree. I'm real excited about tomorrow's. I'm real excited about tomorrow's movie.
Good Morning Christmas.
Oh yeah, it's basically more. It looks like it's Morning Glory, which is a fantastic Diane Keaton, Harrison Ford, and Mean Girls. Oh,
Tina.
No, the blonde.
Oh,
Regina George, played by.
Audience, help us, please.
Who is Regina George played by?
Come on, audience, tell us.
She's in everything. She's Canadian.
I can't remember.
Anyway.
I can see her face.
Yeah, of course you can. Because she's fantastic.
Rachel
McAdams. Thank you, Rachel Henry. Rachel knew it because they share the same given name. Thank you.
And the correct spelling.
My cousin would disagree with you.
Oh, is she a Rachel?
Rachel.
Okay.
But, Rachel. So, yes, thank you very much, Rachel, for letting us know. Good Morning Christmas basically seems to fall into that category.
I like it because we're getting into the traditional actors that we see in some of the Hallmark Christmas films this week. I think they saved it up for this week. So you've got Alison Sweeney and Mark Blucas in this one. And I do believe Candace Cameron Bure is coming up very shortly.
As is Lacey Chabert.
Exactly. Oh, I love my Lacey Chabert.
But then Thanksgiving night is Christmas by Starlight, when her family's beloved eatery, the Starlight Cafe, is slated for demolition. So business in trouble. Mark that off on your Hallmark bingo. Annie vows to put a stop to it before Christmas. And... oh, goodness gracious. New movies. These are all at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Hallmark Channel, people. Then 5-Star Christmas on Friday, when the travel writer shows up unexpectedly at the dad's B&B. The Ralston family all pretend to be guests in hopes of getting a good... That's so stupid. I love it. Oh, my God. Oh, that's a legit convoluted one. Oh, I love this stupid, needlessly convoluted ones. It's like, oh, my God. It's like, oh... I love it.
My description doesn't say that. My description says, determined to secure a 5-star rating for her dad's bed and breakfast. But she meets and falls in love with a mysterious B&B guest. Shocked to learn that he is the travel critic behind the review. Oh,
all right. I like the Hallmark channels on the schedule on hallmarkchannel.com/schedule. That one was just like, oh, I'm just like, oh, that just sounds messy and convoluted, and I am here for it. And then
this is good housekeeping. It doesn't give me the best reviews here.
Oh, all right. Christmas, and then the Christmas waltz, or as you might say, Christmas waltz. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
You mean Christoph waltz? Anyhow.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. You saw where I was going. We are connected. We are connected there, Fraulein.
Every time I read this, I think it says Christoph Waltz, and I was like, wait a second.
Starring Lacey Chabert, your favorite, yes. So after Avery's storybook, her name is Avery. So after Avery's storybook Christmas wedding is cancelled, a dance instructor helps her face her fears in life and fulfill her dreams of learning to dance. That one just sounds sweet.
It sounds a little Dancing with the Stars, actually.
That's funny. And then
which was won by a bachelorette last night. So.
Oh, well, there you go. And then wrapping things up on Sunday, Candace Cameron Bure, If I Only Had Christmas. At Christmas, a cheerful publicist teams up with a cynical VP and his eclectic team to help a charity in need. So,
and if you listen to the title, it'll give you a hint as to what movie that it is going to be drawing on as its inspiration. Lady Rosaline would be very pleased with it.
If I Only Had Christmas.
If I Only Had Christmas.
Ah, really? It's Wizard of Oz, seriously?
It's Wizard of Oz inspired, yes.
Oh, that makes a little bit of sense in the poster art because there's a vague yellowness to the road on the one side for the poster.
Is she wearing red slippers?
No, she's holding red slippers. She is holding red shoes. Oh my God. Hallmark, bravo.
I love right now you have a little bit of a delay, so your clap and your visual of your clap were off from each other.
Well done. Oh, and then Stephanie says Riley Finn from Buffy, I guess. I don't remember Buffy that well anymore. So
I just like his name. I like Blucas. It's a fun name to say. Blucas. It sounds like you're like hawking up a loogie, you know.
It sounds like Frau Bruca. Oh, goodness gracious. So, Fraulein, are you ready for this week of solid Christmas movies?
I absolutely am ready, except I'm going to be editing so many videos. I'm not sure how much time I have. I have to
put them on in the background.
That's true. I can do that.
Did I just shame you?
You did. You shamed me. You're like, this is the most important thing.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
It is a Christmas corner named after you. You must watch the Christmas movies.
I will put on my hat in shame.
Oh, you're so adorable. I could sit on that nap. Just
awkward.
Just remember happy hour. It could be a lot worse. You could have two treasures here at one time.
Oh my God, that was amazing. If you didn't see this past week's Shakespeare Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour, you need to go watch it because holy smokes, it was a fun time.
Shakespeare made the mistake of inviting two treasures on the show at the same time.
Was that a mistake or was that a happy accident? I mean,
all of the above.
Absolutely,
all of the above.
There we go.
So going back to Thanksgiving this weekend, you were telling me that you're going, or not weekend, during this week, that you're having this roast something, vegetable matter. What is your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
What is mine? Goodness gracious. I like everything. That's the thing. I love the roast, whatever you have. In the past, turkey. I was a big turkey fan. Pumpkin pie, apple pie, cranberry sauce, both canned and homemade. I'm a fan of both. I hate neither. I think they are both wonderful. I will eat them all.
That's like me and pizza. Like I like a good thin crust, but I like a good deep dish. They're both amazing. They're just different.
Yeah, they're different, but I love them both. Off-screen wife makes an amazing cranberry sauce, and it's so good. It's so good, and I'm just looking forward to everything. I just love the day. I love stuffing. I might say stuffing might be my favorite, unless pumpkin pie is involved.
And once again, you or I are on the same wavelength. Stuffing is my absolute favorite dish at Thanksgiving. I will forego the mashed potatoes because they just take up extra room and don't have a lot of flavor for the stuffing.
Oh, you never had my mashed potatoes. I add a lot of flavor to them.
What kind of flavor?
Oh, I just put in fantastic spices.
All those McCormick spices?
No. Hey, McCormick, if you would like to become a sponsor here on Shakespeare's Coffee Break and Fraulein Elsa's Hallmark Christmas Movie Corner, drop us an email. There you go. Why'd I do that? That was weird.
Apparently.
But oh goodness gracious! No, I use Himalayan salt. I use cracked black pepper, and then Bragg seasonings. I think the Bragg seasonings working really well with mashed potatoes. It's wonderful. I like. I use Auntie Almond's garlic insanity as well. That is fantastic. Auntie Almond, if you want to be my sponsor, go right ahead. And yeah, it's good. Oh, yams. Yams are good, especially if they're like mashed up.
Most definitely.
Mashed sweet potato. Oh, so good. So
I discovered the green bean casserole late in life. So I find that a lot of people who grew up with it are not a big fan of green bean casserole. But I love it. I discovered it in my 30s. I was like, oh, what is this amazing dish? My family was always above the green bean casserole. That's made with Campbell's soup. And I'm like,
we weren't above it. We had it all the time, and I just did not like it. I did not like it as a kid.
Onions on top, the crunchy against the creamy. No. I actually will purchase during the year. Green Giant has a frozen green bean casserole, and I will purchase that.
Good for you. No, I grew up with it, and as you were saying, you've discovered that people who've grown up with it do not like it. I did not like it as a kid, and one of the benefits of being an adult
is you don't have to eat it.
Never again. So I turn 40 in 2 weeks, and I would like to get through the next 60 or so years
without ever having green bean casserole.
Yep. And people will ask me why. And they will say, Uncle Shakespeare, why? And I will say, because I grew up with it, and you are welcome to have it, but not for me. Thank you.
Well, you can pass over the green bean casserole and send it right down the table to Fraulein Elsa, and I will have that.
Have my helping with my compliments. So
thank you kindly.
And Sally grew up with it, and she still does like it. And she also says, put the garlic into the potatoes. I absolutely do that.
Garlic and rosemary. If there's rosemary and rosemary, then I would definitely be.
That'd be really good too. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, goodness. Well, tell us how your Thanksgivings are going to go next week when we are back. Tell us how they went. Tell us if there were any food fights, if you communed with family via Skype or FaceTime or Zoom or Facebook Hangout or Google Hangout or whatever.
If you had a lovely video montage of you making your food like they do in almost every Christmas movie.
Exactly.
Let us know about that.
Was there a flower fight? Was there a messy fight? Did your family unit dissolve?
And then get back together again.
Or possibly
quite succinctly in less than 2 hours.
Did your mum and dad decide to let everyone know over Thanksgiving dinner that they're getting a divorce.
And selling the family home.
See, we're writing it right now. This is great. See, it's right there.
And Hallmark, if you would like to hire us to be the screenwriters for your next movie, we're available.
We are happy to do so. So Sally's turkey is brining right now. Well done, Sally. And Fraulein, I wish you the happiest of Thanksgivings.
Thank you, Herr Shakespeare. I wish the same to you and the happiest of watching all the movies this week.
Oh, it's going to be so good. I mean, after tomorrow's show, I'm off until Monday, and I'm very excited about it. So,
well, I am not. So may I throw in some shameless self-promotion for Chaste?
Oh, please do. Please do.
I know
right
it's
now.
the coffee hour and not happy hour. But
No. But yeah, this is your time. See, I'm not sure if that's your name right there. And then I have that ready to go.
Thank you. So this week on Friday at 8 p.m. on Chaste Treasure's Facebook page, as well as our YouTube page, we will be streaming live our Lost and Rare Treasures show. We will have 3 treasures that don't perform with us on a regular basis anymore. Lady Marin, Lady Cecily, and Lady Anya, I believe is how she pronounces her name. I have yet to meet any of these 3 ladies, but I will be hosting them and interviewing them, showing clips of shows that they have done with us in the past, and they will be singing a live caviar verse. So if you have yet to meet these ladies of Chaste Treasure, come and see Ladies Unlaced at 8 p.m. Eastern on our YouTube channel and on our Facebook page.
Fantastic. And also check out Fraulein Elsa at EleonoraActress.com and make sure that you tip your friendly neighborhood Fraulein by going to PayPal. For PayPal, she is Eleonora Actress, and I'm going to throw that into the comments right now. Where'd it go? There it is. Boom. Oh no, that's not it.
That's not it. Yes,
that wasn't. There it is, right there. There we go. Boom. Yeah. So go to PayPal, drop her some coin so she can get a Thanksgiving coffee. But friends, this has been Shakespeare's Coffee Break. If you've enjoyed it half as much as I've enjoyed making it, I obviously enjoy it twice as much as you do, and that's called math. And whatever you feel the show is worth, a 1, a 5, a 10, for a 50, I will come and eat stuffing in your driveway, and I will just give you a weird look like. For 100, I'll eat green bean casserole.
Wow.
I know. It's got to be vegetarian.
Somebody tip him that 100.
It's got to be a vegetarian one now. And I because I hate onions and there's nothing about it I like. I'm sorry. I don't like it. I don't like it. But throw it into my cup and buy and that means buy me a cup of coffee. Go to coffee.com/Shakespeare. That's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare. And also consider becoming a Patreon of the arts and supporting the show on a monthly basis at patreon.com/Shakespeare. Tiers start at $3, go up to $30, and all tiers right now get the exact same perks. And perks are coming up and over the weekend, so some stuff is going to be going in. We're going to be having a wonderful hangout next week and just having a really good time. We're simply having a wonderful Christmas time. And also, friends, speaking of Christmas time, what are you doing on New Year's Eve? I know it might be much too early in the game, but I have to ask you just the same, because New Year's Eve, we're going to be having Shakespeare's New Year's Shaken Eve, starring the Langers Bald, Chaste Treasure, Drunk and Disorderly, Lady Prudence, the court composer, Shelley Buttons, and Andrew McKee, the Irish Bard. It is going to be the Zoom party of all Zoom parties, and you are invited. Tickets go on sale this Friday, Black Friday. The ticket link will be going up. Will be going up on Friday, and also through my website, shakespeareapproves.com, and through all the pages. So check it out. Tickets are going to be starting at $30, but there's more. For Cyber Week, $5 off. And I hope everyone comes. And that is whether you're watching it by yourself or everyone in your family is gathered around the computer screen or cast up to the telly. Either way. So do that. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for Shakespeare's Coffee Break. It's the last one before Thanksgiving, obviously. I'm not, because I'm not doing the show on Thursday. I'm not. I'm like, no, bugger off with my family and watching Hallmark movies. Tomorrow, it's all about Thanksgiving. And I want you to send me your favorite Thanksgiving dishes. Join me for the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. Nat 21 Adventures, we're back next Tuesday. your live Dungeons and Dragons show with performers from the Renaissance Fair. This is our Louisiana Renaissance Festival show with performers who have all been at the Louisiana Renaissance Fair. Watch it at twitch.tv/PaoloGomanzo and Nat21 Adventures on Facebook, because when a natural 20 just won't do, you need a Nat21. And Fridays, not this Friday, Fridays, Shakespeare Reviews, the movie review show I do with Andrew McKee, the Irish Bard, over on Life's Affair, where we take movies that were inspired by the Shakespeare canon and review them. It's pretty much truth and advertising. We do live watch parties at 3:05 here on Fridays. No new show this week for the holiday to give Andrew an editing break, but we will be back next week. But this is also your week to go catch up on all the old stuff. Enjoy all of your binging. And next Friday, we'll also have Shakespeare's Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour. But friends, thank you so very much for allowing me and Fraulein Elsa to be a part of your day. Thank you so much for being here. Fraulein, anything special you need to let everyone know?
I already did about this Friday for our show.
Good. Do it. Go watch. Enjoy Chaste treasures, lost treasures with people who you are legally and genetically bound to be around. All right.
Exactly.
All right.
And enjoy your time with your family. Hope you stay home, stay safe, wash your hands, and make sure that we can see you again next week for Fraulein Elsa's Hallmark Christmas movie extravaganza.
Oh, wait, adding more! Is it still in a corner, though? Or is this
it will still be in a corner.
I just realized, by the way, with the way the hat is riding and you can't even see the red, I look like I'm wearing a white powdered wig. Hello, I'm Mozart!
Freude, schöne, gute Funken. Sing
Beethoven.
some music by Mozart.
Oh my gosh, I need a white
I think that was Beethoven, actually.
It is Beethoven. It's Ode to Joy.
It is. But it's in German, so I could sing it.
Is it? He was deaf. He didn't know.
He wouldn't know. He still doesn't know.
He's dead.
And apparently I've had a little bit too much to imbibe out of my happy holidays.
Too much eggnog. Well, bye-bye, friends. We'll see you next time. Cheers.